What's going on, guys? My name is Marcel Flores. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. 2 weeks in a row, we're off to a strong start. Thank you for all the positive feedback last week. I'm back with another What I Wore this week, and I actually figured out how to turn this setup in my living room into a horizontal setup. So it's gonna look very different than it did last week. I'm gonna talk as I'm getting dressed. Let me know what you guys think of that. And just appreciate the mess that I'm causing here. Check this out, just because I think it's gonna be a better viewing experience for you. So let me know what you think, truly. And without further ado, let's get this started. One more ado. Links are down below. If you like any of the pieces, you can go shop them there. For the first look, we're getting started in a pair of loose-fitting H&M pants in a taupe colorway. On top of that, you guessed it, it is another white tank top. I wanna make sure to tuck that all the way in as a nice base. Then we're throwing on some chunky white aloe sneakers. And I think a pair of chunky sneakers is actually necessary here. This one in particular, I love that the sole, the brown sole, is picking up on the color of the pants already, but the chunky weight is kind of needed to balance out the heavy weight of the pants. Then we're throwing on this beautiful blue and white Oxford shirt from The Gap, which reminds me that I have not shopped there in years, but somehow this piece is still in my closet and I still wear it a good bit. Loving it so far. Couple of accessories. We got a pair of shades from Diff Eyewear, acetate, but a really nice like light brown color, which makes them ultra wearable, and my Piaget Polo S on my left wrist. And like I mentioned, I believe last week in the video, this is kind of how the relaxed fit works really well for me. For one, we got a higher waist with the tank top tucked in, a loose shirt up top, and the main difference being that I realized I don't really style baggy jeans that well, but baggy pants that drape nicely are absolutely my way to go. So I'm really loving this first fit. Next up, we're starting out in a pair of gray Suit Supply slacks, one of many Suit Supply pieces that you'll see today. Pairing that with my white Greats sneakers with the stretchy laces, we get a simple gray and white combo, which means we can play with a little bit of color quite easily. Cue for another Oxford shirt. This one is from Banana Republic, ironically same parent company as The Gap, but this one we're gonna button through and tuck in, so wear it a little bit more dressed up. I do love the green color. I think it's a really nice way to like subtly involve some color in the outfit. And you can definitely wear a tank top underneath or an undershirt. You can also open up your pants and tuck it properly, but apparently I committed to tucking it in like this, so here we are. Wasn't half bad. Roll up the sleeves a couple of times. 1 and 2. So that's what that looks like. And then finishing that off with a pair of specs from Jade Black and my Piaget Polo S one more time. I really need a mirror. I don't know if I look proper, so if there's like small sloppiness happening, that's because I don't have a mirror to check myself out in. Please excuse that, and also please excuse the changing light. I'm still trying to figure out this whole new setup and how to make that look the best for you guys, but this is the fit. And I think a pair of light gray pants is something most guys don't necessarily have in their wardrobe, but is a really lovely piece to play around with in the summer specifically. I like the more dressed up vibe here as well. Definitely gets a little bit heated with a button-up Oxford shirt. You can obviously opt for lighter fabrics like a linen or something else. Yeah, simple, comfortable, to the point. Next up, a pair of jeans from Massimo Dutti in a straight fit. Then we got my high top Converse 70s Plus, and we'll cuff up the jeans once on each side for a little bit of a crop look. On top of that, I'm gonna wear a sweater vest without nothing underneath, which is an odd choice, I get to some extent, but the weather was kind of calling for it. Like, it was hot, but also not at times. It was a weird thing. New York's been a little crazy, even though it's hot now. And I'm just gonna finish that off with the same pair of Diff Eyewear sunglasses and my BDG crossbody bag, like a mini little tote bag that you can hang around. And that's the fit. At this point, I wanna thank you for all the nice words that you shared with me on the last video. It's good to be back. It's good to have you guys back on here. And you know, the overall note of you actually enjoying the simpler outfits really does help me a lot, because that's just what I'm gravitating towards right now. As you can see with this outfit, we got two very predominant colors, and that's cream and blue. But I'm liking playing with the different silhouettes and wearing a sweater vest. Actually, when I wore this, I got several compliments on the vest itself. So, look number 3. And then we're starting another outfit with the Uniqlo wide leg chinos that you saw last week. And once again, we're gonna wear a tank top underneath it, but I just went through my summer storage. I'm actually gonna tuck this in. Went through my summer storage and found a blazer that I've had in my wardrobe for a long time. I think at least 7-8 years that I'm gonna add to this look in a second. But before that, we're throwing the aloe sneakers back on. Same reasoning as before. We got white pants, so chunky sneakers. For me, that just looks more balanced. And here we have it, a double-breasted LBM 1911 linen cotton blend. I absolutely love this thing, and I have, since it was in storage and I'm just now getting into the whole baggy thing, like this works so well for me with a baggier pant fit. Really liking how relaxed this looks. and it just goes together because the structure of the chino still is so classy that even though they're baggy and it's giving more casual, this just works so well. We're gonna throw the Jade Black specs on one more time and my Piaget Polo S one more time. This is my daily driver most of the time, either that or the Apple Watch. So if you see this a lot, that's why. And that's the fit. Like I said, put together yet a little bit oversized, definitely relaxed, and even the colors, we have that like white base in the tank top and the sneakers, but then the olive with that really soft tan color, even picking up a little bit on those colors in the acetate of the specs makes this look work so well. One of my favorites this week. Look number 5, we're starting out in a pair of brown relaxed pants from Oak and Fort. This is gonna be a very simple combo. I'm gonna add this long sleeve knitted polo in a cream color from H&M, and I'm gonna tuck that in. I think that's how I wore it. I'm gonna tuck this in. I think I wanna untuck it, actually. We'll just push up the sleeves for now. Then let's throw on these New Balance 530s. Picking up really nicely on the color combo that we already have going on. We got some darker brown details in the shoes, but also obviously the majority of it is that cream color, so I thought that balanced well with the top. And then we're adding a pair of wide sunglasses from Movement here, and my Longines watch with a brown leather strap to tie in the dark brown a little more even. And that's a simple outfit. Yeah, no, gonna have to tuck this in. I think it's gonna look cleaner. Okay, here we go. Now, this fit I liked, I wore last week, but I felt a little bit insecure in it. And I think it's because when you walk, like the pants should be a tiny bit longer. Like they need to rest a little bit more for this style to work out perfectly, but let me know what you guys think. I do love the overall combination of the colors, obviously, like I'm a big sucker for earth tones. So nice brown accents, nice brown base against that cream color absolutely works, and it is very much summer appropriate. These are super breathable pants, super breathable top, so it is a nice combo. Actually, super breathable shoes too. I wore these on a Vespa and the wind was just flowing through. But let me know what you think. If this one works for you, I'm not sure if I'm gonna wear it again, but for you I did. Second to last fit, we're starting out on a pair of black loose pants from H&M once more, and one last time in the tank top for today, setting the base for a nice achromatic black and white outfit. All the way tucked in. And I shouldn't have done that so neatly because this Suit Supply polo is actually gonna get tucked in as well, so I could have just done them together, but that's okay. So loving this polo overall. We got a really wide collar, which is giving a very different vibe than your average polo, I'd say, a little bit more regal. And I will open up these pants. Man, gotta make sure it's tucked in nicely, you know? Ooh, here we go. I think that should about do it. I will check myself in the mirror for this look for sure. Then we got the women's Samba, it's one of my favorites right now. And as Clara, my girlfriend, was watching the video back last week, she kind of like gasped at me that I didn't give her the credit for finding these because she definitely got them first. And I was like, oh, they have them in my size, so I got them as well. I was inspired by Clara. Thank you, my love. Hopefully I don't get hissed at again. But here we already got the continuation of the black and white in the shoes, obviously. Now we're just gonna accessorize a bit. We got a pair of Ray-Ban Mega Wayfarers, so a really strong, still haven't looked up what that word is. Side of the sunglasses is very broad. And then my Mont Blanc watch with the black leather strap. So a couple of silver accents just to elevate it a bit, I guess, and it's a fit. Very much summer appropriate, even though it is black colors. This is New York, black is the uniform, even though I feel like that's changed a bit. A couple of brighter accents just to liven it up a little bit. But I like the combination of like the flowier lower half and a little bit more of a tailored upper half. Like I said, those silver accents really give it a little pop. It's the second to last outfit. And last but certainly not least, I got a full Suit Supply combo for you, and I'm doing it again. I should not button this up because I'm wearing a shirt. So let me put this on first, tuck it in, so I don't have to open up my pants again. Full Suit Supply get up because yesterday I went to an event where Clara's work. She works at Audi, which is lovely. So we went on a little thing, and the dress code was cocktail, and I decided to wear jeans. But I dressed them up, and they're dressy jeans. Yeah, it was a really nice experience, and I love a good reason to dress up a little more and, you know, bring out the more truly elegant side. Look at that, all tucked away. And we're cleaning up that mid-waist line with a belt, and we're closing our cuffs. And I'm gonna throw on my Blackstock and Weber tassel loafers. Definitely feels like something's missing though, because it is. We got the blazer from Suit Supply here as well. It's a 3-button rollover, single-breasted, so we got 3 single buttons, and it's called a rollover because whoop, there's another button. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Now we pull out our sleeves and we finish it off with the combo of the Jade Black specs and the Longines watch one more time. So a couple more brown accents. Doesn't really need the specs. Obviously, if If you have a eye deficiency, then you do need them at all times. I wear them because I like wearing them, and I know some people have come for me in the past, but honestly, bring it on. I like it. Same thing with the white socks and the loafers. This look is for the haters. There we go. Y'all have fun in the comments. But I really, really like this outfit. Like I said, the attire was cocktail, and this really fulfills it in a way that still feels like I can have a little bit of fun with my outfit and with my style overall. We got that very neat, classic upper half. The jeans, interesting choice. Could definitely be darker if you wanted to be safer with it. The white socks, absolutely ditched them normally, but I felt a little crazy yesterday, so that is what I went with. And with that, we are done for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the second week back. Next week, I have a fun color video coming for you in collaboration with Psycho Bunny. So a couple of slimmer fits in there, but an approach on how to style bold colors. So you can look forward to that next week. And for today, looking forward to seeing your comments. Which one was your favorite outfit? What did you like? What did you dislike? I'll read those through, and then I'll see you in the comments. I'll also see you next week. Until then, you guys stay dapper.